Hi guys, I'm here in the airport for the first time.
This is your first time in the airport?
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes you see an opportunity and you seize it. And then that one opportunity becomes a bridge to even greater opportunities.
Universities are considered microcosms of the wider society. For many Jamaican matriculates, the university experience represents a new phase of maturity and freedom.
I feel like university is a pivotal moment in one's life. Whether it be opportunity to advance in a career that you want to choose, or just whether it's for personal development and who you want to be in this society. You are kind of on the verge of adulthood.
Fortunately, for many students, being actively enrolled in a tertiary level institution can offer a special type of life-changing opportunity. Enter the Bridge USA program, formerly called the Work and Travel Program.
The J1 Visa Exchange Visitor Program is a vital tool to build mutual understanding and trust between Americans and citizens from other countries. This program offers exchange participants a hands-on experience to learn about U.S. society and culture while sharing their own culture and perspectives with Americans.
One thing about going to America in person rather than seeing it on TV, you realize that there's more than just what is shown on TV, to be honest. You see the classic person wearing makeup and stuff, but in reality, not many people are out there wearing makeup, and people are just being their natural selves. You know, they're making their hot dogs like what you might see on TV, having their cookouts and stuff. But honestly, it's actually fun to really delve into that culture and be a part of it, because even I was invited to like some cookouts and stuff. It was fun.
The first point of contact for these students are with local agencies that process their applications. Mark Foster is the CEO of one such reputable agency, SWAT Productions Limited, located on the University of the West Indies UWI-Mona campus.
The Department of State designates U.S. mostly non-for-profit companies that partner with local agencies in other countries to recruit and place university students on this cultural program.
SWAT Productions Limited work closely with their U.S. partners, referred to as sponsors. These sponsors ensure that the Bridge USA program is in keeping with U.S. Department of State rules and regulations.
Many sponsors will organize either activities in conjunction with host employers. They'll give participants ideas for what they can do in their local communities, for learning about, let's say, what it's like to live in the state of Wyoming and go to a rodeo, or what it's like to live in Wisconsin and take a river rafting trip. Primary objective is to be a cultural exchange program.
So we provide the pre-screening for the students and the document preparation, and send that to our overseas partners who would process their work permit. And they also facilitate employers employing these students in order to cover their expense while overseas and experiencing and sharing their cultures with other university students and persons on the job and outside of the job as well.
Another great thing is that with our program and with the sponsors that we work with, we ensure that the sponsors also have a student-centered approach so that students participate in cultural exchange activities and volunteer activities, because it's not just about work, but it's also about making sure that the students understand the spirit of volunteerism.
Several local partners act to make the program a continued success.
Universities, they play their part in offering the status letter and making sure these students are indeed students. They provide the transcript in making sure these students are performing well and can be true ambassadors on the program. The Ministry of Labour, they assess and make sure the agencies are not faced with any financial bankruptcy records or any criminal records, and they indeed have an office. The US Embassy has a job in granting who gets a visa, and all of us together build this vibrant industry.
The program offers an edifying and exploratory experience and should not be misconstrued as a commercial venture. However, many students are able to recover their program expenses and better sustain their university careers. This is a plus for those from families with limited resources.
The students who participate in the Overseas Work and Travel program are a cross-section of students from different backgrounds. It gives them the opportunity to really self-manage, and they come back feeling so empowered, more engaged in activities across the campus.
Even though my initial motivation was money, having gone on the program, met other people, having experienced other cultures, the people were welcoming. I loved it.
My motivation was definitely to experience a new culture, and I wanted to do that while working. And I started to get information since my first year, didn't get to, and then I tried my second year, and it was an awesome experience.
What really motivated me going on the program is really my good friend from Edna. He was pressuring me every day, saying that I need to sign up for this, we need to go do that together. It was the real motivation.
To get a feel of what it is to go in an airplane. But the main reason is to get the hands-on experience of what the working world is actually like.
I have seen years after years how students that come to America turn from insecure, scared, not sure of themselves young people to become young professionals, sure of themselves, ready to go and conquer the world. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody to participate in the program.
Additionally, sponsors are instrumental in coordinating and ensuring that participants have a rich and immersive cultural experience. And it is this prospect that have many parents like Peaches delighted to have their children participate. Her daughter went on the program in 2018.
I was so excited that she would go because she was the only one I have, and she didn't go out a lot. She would meet different people from different culture and background and experience. So I tried my best to send her. Anyway, it wasn't easy, but I tried and sent her on the program.
I have seen so many persons come through my doors. They're very reclusive, they're very shy, they're not outspoken. And it's like, it's not the same person that I get to check in with at the end of the season.
Every year, local agencies like SWAT Productions Limited screen for processing thousands of university students for the J1 Visa Bridge USA program.
SWAT Productions Limited source their housing, so housing accommodations are allocated by the agency.
US designated sponsors and employers cultivate an interactive and productive space where participants engage with the social environment in which they temporarily live and work.
And the type of jobs that they can get that we normally source for them are like housekeeping, rides operator, busser, server, cook, and they are trained in these positions. They're paid during training.
And in a country of such diverse states and cultures, the hues of experiences are countless.
So I went to Old Forge, New York, and I worked at a company by the name of Waters Safari, and I worked at the hotel called the Waters Edge Inn. There I was doing housekeeping / laundry, but the main thing that I did was laundry.
After spraying them, we give them a scrub, then put them down for a while. That's it.
The Americans were so much fun. During the days, I would make videos with them, teach them my language, and dance with them. We had great times.
Peterborough, New Hampshire is very different than where I live in Kingston. Peterborough is mostly residential. A lot of forests, a lot of rivers running through. It was mostly white dominated. I didn't see any more black people there. And the job that I was placed in was Dunkin' Donuts. It was located in New Hampshire, Jaffrey, New Hampshire. The people were so loving and kind. The girls at the store would carry us to the supermarket. The only thing that I didn't get to do was cut my hair over there because the barbers couldn't cut my hair.
I was working at Dunkin' Donuts in Old Orchard Beach town. It was a very touristy town in Maine. They had tourist attractions. They had malls there. They had a beach there, and they had a big palace amusement park there. The environment was lovely. I had awesome co-workers. Most were residents of Maine.
Regardless of the nature of the tasks assigned, many students speak to the discipline that the training and cultural experience inculcate.
One thing about waking up at 2 a.m. every morning, it teaches you discipline. So when you hear the alarm, you have to get up at the alarm. I worked at Walmart in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And at that Walmart, it was mainly stocking. So when we get the items, we'd unbox them and put them onto the shelves. But apart from that, it was also sometimes we'd have to go into the freezer, stock up things in the freezer section. We'd have to unload the trucks as well. So it was various activities. I'd say that it incorporated some discipline into me, and also I'd say that I was able to develop my work ethic.
My shift at Walmart, it was from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I would definitely have to get up at 3 a.m. to ensure that I am ready. I eat something for breakfast.
Oh guys, I'm ready to leave now. Actually, wear my helmet and this reflective vest so that I'm at the safest that I can be on the road. And driver's concealer. Let's go.
And I usually ride to work because it is close enough proximity for me to ride to work.
Catch you guys later.
And to the pleasure of many participants, their dedication to the spirit of the program did not go unnoticed.
To my surprise, I was actually given the Team Member of the Year, which is basically being given the Employee of the Year. I'm telling you, it was quite the surprise because we're talking about like 300 plus employees at the water park, and I was amongst the few selected and awarded such a prestigious award and everything in itself. While working at the Enchanted Forest Water Safari, I was assigned as a ride operator or a ride attendant, working in the dry ride section, which has to do with like the Ferris wheel and merry-go-round and several other dry rides in which, you know, I would operate and ensure the safety of persons getting on and off those rides in a safe and efficient manner for sure. I'm happy that the organization saw my hard work and saw my work ethic and, you know, saw what I had to offer as a J1 participant, and they saw it fit for me to become the team member of the year. While I was on the program, I engaged in several cultural activities. For one, I even went to the Niagara Falls, that is in Buffalo, New York, basically on the border of Canada and the United States. I'm telling you, it was just an amazing experience. I never had an expectation that I would even get to go to Niagara Falls, you know, throughout the program, but I ended up there taking some amazing photos, seeing the falls in itself, you know, seeing the people. It was just such a rich experience, I'm telling you. Also, I even went to Eva Live WWE event as well. That is the World Wrestling Entertainment. I'm talking about like Triple H, I'm talking about Roman Reigns, the World Heavyweight Champion and everything, the Usos. It was just epic, I'm telling you guys. We saw the titles and everything. Trust me, I'm telling you, it was just an amazing experience. The cultural exchange was just top tier.
We have students that have fun experiences every summer. I get pictures, and trust me, I love when I get my pictures and my videos from my students, because you have students that would do things that they've never done before. You know, they go on a ride, they would send pictures or videos of them riding the roller coaster, and just those adventures that normally they wouldn't get to do when they're back home. They normally send their videos and their pictures of them just having fun.
Alright, well, it looks like she's gonna go again to come back over to this side that she started at. There she is, by the way, guys, right there. There she goes.
I went twice. Wait, I did just hold up 4 fingers. Oh my gosh, I'm getting an adrenaline rush right now.
By the end of the summer, students prepare to re-engage their studies back home. They return not only with a wealth of experience, but also with some tangible necessities.
Closer to the end of the summer, you will find that they will purchase stuff. So they will purchase items for school because they're coming back to school. So laptop might be one of the devices that many of them will get, or they will get a tablet. They would invest in a good phone, and of course, you know, they normally try to commit some of the money to cover for tuition, as much of the tuition as possible that they can pay.
I was in dire need of a computer for my schoolwork. So having the money to be able to take home a computer to be able to do my schoolwork, that was a big plus for me.
I did buy an iPad because I do want to transfer and transition from like paper notes to start taking digital notes. It is an Apple iPad 9.7 inch with...
Sorry, no. Guys, it's an iPad 5 from 2017. Alright.
The J1 Visa Bridge USA program offers many Jamaican students invaluable life-changing experiences through their agency of choice, SWAT Productions Limited.
So the agency that I use to go on this work and travel program is SWAT Limited, and they are located on the UE campus. Now the application process was quite simple because the persons that work at the agency were patient with us. So they gave us step-by-step information as to how to go about the process.
First place that they will go is to our website at www.swatltd.com, and they will register there. We have a very good online portal, and the good thing with SWAT is that this online portal, it facilitates documents uploads. It also facilitates them uploading their payments. So the good thing and the benefit is that for students that are located outside of Kingston, where we're based, they don't have to feel pressured in having to come to the office to do their application or to bring in documents. Everything is done online. So you register online, you make your payments of your fees, you can use online banking to pay these fees, and then you start uploading the documents which would have been outlined in the program agreement at the time when you register.
SWAT is with you through and through. They communicate, they give you peace of mind, and wherever there's a problem, they're also providing solutions. So that was a big plus for me. I love when I don't have to feel confused or questioning what is the next move, feeling uncertain and unsure. They definitely give me peace of mind, and that's a big plus for me.
We've noticed over the years working with them that they are very thorough. They're very responsive, they communicate clearly, they make sure they understand the details, and they are very dedicated to the participants that they work with. So it's been a pleasure and to continue to work with SWAT over the years and enjoy having our Jamaican participants on our work and travel program.
One of the most inspiring stories that illustrate the value of the J1 Cultural Exchange Program lies in the history of SWAT Productions Limited itself. The agency's CEO, Mark Foster, was a participant in the Cultural Exchange Program during his early years as a student. It was this experience that inspired him to launch his own agency, gaining him recognition as one of the youngest and most celebrated entrepreneurs in the island.
I came to UA. I remember my sister was going on a program. She went overseas and she did the program, and it went very well for her.
And he went on the program, came back, and he decided, you know what? I think he met one of the sponsors on one of his trips, and he decided to do a program for himself.
I went to my friends. I tried to get them convinced that I actually got a contract and I could charge them a cheaper fee. My friends never believed me. They thought I was going to take their money, and probably they end up doing travel, so they went with the bigger names at the time. I was actually strangers who never knew me that registered for my program because the cost was cheaper, and a couple of them knew me from Taylor Hall that, you know, was of a reputable character. One of the earlier registrants was Kevin Mills from KC, and he was actually a student and became an employee of SWAT at the time. And he also helped me because he's a very meticulous, bright person. He helped me also in the early establishment along with my other friend that I knew from Charlie Smith, Troy Locke. He was also a very intelligent person. He helped me with the drafting of contract. Troy had a very good command at English, and his brother was good at website building. So the team came together from a group of friends, and Taylor Hall, I was allowed to use the facilities, set up a desk and chair, and we registered that year. We sent 27 students that first summer, and all of them got through at the embassy. I hit the ground running the second year, and we actually did 184 students, jumping from 27 students. My accountant was shocked. He never saw business grow so many hundreds of percentage in just 1 year.
Foster spends years improving the experience of the thousands of students that SWAT registers for the J1 Visa Cultural Exchange Program. Student satisfaction is a key metric he uses to gauge the success of the agency.
Having been a student who traveled on the program before, it equipped him with an understanding of what it is that students want, what it is that students are looking for.
But the journey isn't without its obstacles. There are times when things don't go as planned, and the CEO has to rise to the occasion. Case in point, 2018, Peaches, who had sent her daughter on the program, got an unexpected phone call.
I got a phone call that she was in the hospital. Can't walk, can't talk. And the CEO of SWAT paid the expense for her, and he flew up and take her back to Jamaica in my arms. So, although she took sick, I didn't have any regrets sending her because Mark was there. He didn't leave me halfway, he stand by me and helped me through.
In 2020, the pandemic had disrupted the program and all local agencies were affected. Mark Foster, in his capacity as president of the Jamaica Association of Employment and Cultural Exchange, JACE, made several media appearances with a view to educate the public of the challenges connected to the rare problem of widespread cancellation.
Based on the current cancellation policy of the legislation, if we should abide by taking just $100 from each student during like a large-scale cancellation that took place in COVID, this is what would lead to bankruptcy for a lot of the agencies, which have happened. A lot of agencies are no longer operating, and it would not be practical, being that the overseas partners also have their own cancellation fees of probably a 75 or 50 US or 100 US that we also have to pay.
The CEO is also vocal about improving the integrity of the program through legislative changes.
What we would like to see is for there to be a bill presented and passed in Parliament that would better complement what the J1 Bridge USA program is about. Cultural exchange and not an employment agency or an employment program. It goes against the Mutual Education Act, and the two should correspond with each other, the two legislation across two countries.
Just months after the pandemic arrived, the program is back to its form.
The program felt like how it used to be in the first time I went without COVID. Everybody just took the necessary precautions as it regards to washing your hands, and yeah.
I would definitely encourage persons to go on the program. It's a great cultural experience, great personal development experience.
And definitely choose SWAT. They have made this process very seamless.
Which is the reason why I'm going to be going with them again this year. At the end of the day, you want to leave having some good experiences, some good memories that you can look back on and say, yeah, I went on this program and I had a lot of fun.
The great experience awaits, and SWAT Productions Limited is ready to take you there. The J1 Visa Bridge USA program, the opportunity of a lifetime.